Right then, welcome back to episode 4 of my reading series. And in this one, we're starting Wheel of Time Book 2, The Great Hunt. I'm going to start off by saying and apologising for the state of my studio right now because I went and made a fucking doorway right behind me into my conservatory, which I've videoed and it's going to be in part of my DIY series. But obviously means all the lights behind me, so it's making a bit of a fucked up thing, and I've just got piles of shit behind me and it's a mess. The light's not the best, blah blah blah, but I'm here to talk about a book. You know what I mean? I can still do the core thing, and the problem is like I need to do these videos because otherwise I'm just gonna be like, oh, the studio's all done and I've sorted it out now, and but I'm on book 5. You know what I mean? Like I've got to persevere and do it. Anywho, book 2. I said it in the other video. The kids were off school and I've just been blasting through, so I'm on chapter 21. I think I'm enjoying it more than book 1 because I'm fucking getting through it. I like it. So they end up back at Faldara, the castle thing. Yeah, because obviously most of the guys survived because Rand went and saved them, but they didn't know it was him. And it's that thing of like he's still there, and it's like he's been a few weeks after and he's still hanging around. But it's like, you know, you can go whenever you want. But it's nice because we get a nice chunk of. Oh, I've missed out a bit in the other videos. And no. Yes. No, I did. But it don't matter. Fuck it. It's not a review. It's just me talking about stuff. Anyway, the Ascendai have like a queen, the Amrillion. I hate saying these names. Big boss lady, right? Of the women with power, the witches, whatever we're going to call them, Ascendai, right? They've got a big boss lady, right? She fucking turns up and it's like, what the fuck is she doing here with a little fucking trope of badass bitches? So Rand's like, fuck, they've come to kick my fucking ass because they know I can wield the power. Like, I didn't want it, I don't want it, I don't want to need it, I don't. The warder's like, fuck, bro, you should have been gone weeks ago. Like, I'm off. So he ditches him, but he's been teaching him how to use a sword. So he's been having sword lessons with Lan, the warder, who's cool as fuck and is actually a king, but he refuses to take his mantle. So obviously there's a thing for future books, isn't it? It's going to be like, he's going to officially take on his like role as king of this land and blah, blah, blah. That's got to happen because he's fucking set that up beautifully for it to be a thing. So yeah, these people turn up, right? And there's like a meeting with Morian and all the other bits. Now we're starting to see within oh god, all the bitches with power, right? They've got factions and they're in colours, and it's the Ajah. So there's like the blue Ajah, the brown Ajah, the green Ajah, and the red one. The red ones are dicks, and there's a fabled black one that does exist. We know because of perspective chapters from the bad guys, right? Anyway, mainly the red ones and the black ones are bad, and they hate men and everything else. I think the brown ones are like, we love nature. The green ones are like, for men. And the blue are like, seem to be like the more normal fucking ones, like, power's good, like, men ain't all bad, we need to do the prophecies, save the world, blah, blah. So Morian's meeting boss lady bitch. They're having a bit of a to-do. And then the one that's meant to be in there with her, like, boss lady's like, can you fuck off for a minute so we can talk? She fucks off and they're like, oh my god, I missed you. Oh my god, we're best friends, blah. And you're like, oh shit, right, okay. Turns out big boss ladies are blue, so that's cool. And then you get a bit of our background then. So it's like, turns out like they've been on this fucking journey for like 20 fucking years since Rand was born, because the prophecy was that in the first book, if you watch my video for the first one, Luce Therin, who's the dragon, he basically channels more of the one power than he ever has. He becomes a fucking mountain, so that's called Dragon Mount in the current age that we're in. So it's prophesied that the Dragon Reborn will be born on Dragon Mount, because obviously that's where the original dragon died. Anyway, there's this battle going on like 20 years ago, and some of these bitches with power, the Ascendai, right? They can foresee. It's a very rare ability, hasn't been seen for a long time, but at that point there was a woman that could do it. And then apparently, I think she was asleep or something, and she was all like, the dragon's reborn! Like, I can fucking see him. He's on Martin, like they said. He's there. And then she dies. And in presence was Marianne and the woman that's now the big boss lady. And the existing boss lady was there. So she's like, right, bitches, you all heard that shit. We're going to keep this to ourselves and go on a secret mission to go find said fucking baby that's apparently been born on Dragon Mountain, is a dragon reborn. Let's go find that fucker, but don't tell anyone else, because if they find him, they'll try and kill him. So then they're on a journey then, trying to find out kids that were adopted or whatnot, because he was born, but not by traditional parentage. And then, yeah, eventually they track him down all the way to Rand at the Two Rivers. But there's 3 boys there, each within a week of that kind of the time that it happened. But it turns out Rand's, because in the first book, at the very start, Rand's Tony's father, who's got some bad injuries, and in his delirium and whatnot, he's like, oh, no, there was a baby there, and well, we always wanted a baby, and the missus wanted a baby, so I couldn't just leave him there. So we went in, we took the baby with us. So Rand's listening to him. He's like, "You're not my fucking dad. No, you're delirious. I don't believe this." Like Rand's mind state about everything is, no. I'm just a shepherd. I click sheep. You're my dad. I'm not special. Leave me the fuck alone. So that's nice because it gets like, one, that Big Boss Lady's on track with it, because then obviously she's like, what the fuck happened, because you were meant to go get him from his little village, bring him the fuck here to I forget places, man. Their main place, right? Where the power bitches live. The bitches with power, their nice big castle their big castle that's on the bottom or the edge of Dragon Mount, so it's all that area, right? She's like, you're meant to bring him here in secret, and then we could like guide him and whatnot and like build him up. But now, like, you didn't come here, you went fucking there, and now like there's other bitches all fucking wondering about him and everything. You've kind of fucked up a bit. And she's like, hold up, bitch. Fucking, bad guy kept coming in his dreams and he was waking up with injuries. Like the bad guy was getting too much fucking power and getting too close. So we had to get the fuck to the eye of the world, where Rand took that shit and slapped it at the bad guy and told him to fuck off and do one. But we don't know if he's fully dead. We just know at least got him to back the fuck off. And then obviously Big Boss bitches all like, whoa, girl, fucking, I hear you. I'm on it. You know what I mean? Like, she's like, right, okay, I get it. That's cool. What the fuck do we do now? But yeah, one of the things they always refer to is the stubbornness of people from the Two Rivers. So that she's like, for now, I've made him believe that I don't give a fuck about him. Because there's been bits where he's all like, she didn't even talk to me anymore. Like, boo-hoo. But she's like, he's stubborn as fuck. And if we try and make him do if we try and force him, he's just going to run a mile. So we've just got to give him some like free reign. So yeah, he comes in. They end up having, there's obviously other shit that happens all in between, but the main thing is like she ends up seeing him and he's like, fuck, Big Boss Lady wants me. She's going to chop my dick off. Like, shit, fuck. What am I going to do? She gets in there he gets in there and he's all, Land trained him a bit to be like, keep his back up. Show respect, but be like, I ain't being treated like a fucking fairy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but he kind of half wobbles when he finds out that they know everything. And he's like, I don't want to use the power. I didn't want it. Oh, I'm not going to use it. I'm sorry. But then she's like, do what you want. In between this, there was an attack. And the horn that brings back the dead people was stolen. And the knife that Matt's got that's corrupted him has also been fucking taken. But the bitches with power like managed to like clean Matt of the dirty power of the evilness, but like without the dagger that's connected to him, we can't fully heal him and he's gonna die. So like we need that fucking knife back so we can fully clean him up and get rid of the taint from him. So we need the horn back because we can't let the bad guys have it, and you need the fucking knife back for your friend. So it's like, well, you can go fuck off and do what you want and be on your merry way, or you can go with this little team that's going to go out and try and track down said bad guys. So he's obviously like, well, I want to get the knife back for my friend. So he's all a bit like, so they're not going to chop my dick off? Like, okay, right. But there's this thing where it's always said, ascend die when bitches with power don't lie, but they never quite, they twist the truth sort of thing. So he's like, I'm not fucking dancing for you. Like, I'm not doing what you fucking want me to. Like, I'm not, you're not going to make me your bitch, because earlier on in the first book, the bad guy, when he kept having dreams with Rand, he was all like, they're going to make you their bitch. Like, You're going to be their dragon, and they're going to prance you around and use you to do what they fucking want. Like, haha, good luck with that. Or you can come be with me and be the evil guy and live forever, and I'll give you loads and loads of power. So yeah, I'm enjoying it, because then obviously he's fucked off on his travels. You've got the thing of Egwene and Neve starting their training. Tar Valon is the name of the bitches with Power Castle. Tar Valon. I say names. But yeah, so they're like going there, and they've been trained a bit. It's seeming like Egwene's going to be like a full-on novice, but she's got loads of potential. Neve is like pretty far ahead. Like, she's going to be what they call a accepted, as long as she can keep a fucking temper under control, because she's really fucking stubborn and just an angry fucking bitch. She needs some anger management. So they've basically just got to that like castle place, and yeah, for the look of it, Neve's going to receive some training, whereas Egwene's going to be a full-on novice. So it's like, that's going to be interesting to see how that goes. Morian's fucked off somewhere, and we don't know where on that travel. 2 secs. So yeah, that's going on there. There was like a prologue at the start with the bad guys all having like a big meeting, and it kind of showing you get these things called dark friends, which are basically normal people, but they're friends of the dark. And it's kind of showing like, oh, there's people that you don't see the faces and stuff, but it's from the perspective of this one guy. And it's like, well, you're from that town, and you're meant to be like royalty and like shit. You're with like the Summer Sendai there, but you don't know who they are. So, you know, basically putting across as fucking dark friends in amongst everything. Like, they're fucking wiggled. They're in there, like they're embedded. So obviously that's like, who's the fucking dark friend? Who can you trust? So yeah, Tar Valon, novices, that's cool. Morian, don't know where the fuck she's gone. Rand had gone off with Ingtar, basically a force from this Faldara place to go retrieve the horn and the dagger. There was a scene where he was with Matt and Perrin and Loyal. He's like an ogre guy, but he's cool and really friendly and reads lots of books. But he was like, I'm a fucking lord now, bitches. I don't want to be with you lot. Like, fuck off and leave me alone. I'm leaving on my own without you. Do one. Because I'm cool now and you're not. But he said all that because he's like, I could be dangerous because I can channel and I don't want them near me because it might not be safe. You know, typical shit. So when they end up going off together, he's like, oh, guys, like, I didn't mean it. Like, I'm dangerous, sort of thing. Like, I didn't want you near me. Like, and he keeps trying to apologise, but they're like, fuck you, dude. You spoke to us like shit. You can do one. So for this journey at the start, they're very like, yeah, fuck off. A sniffer gets introduced, which is a guy with an ability where he can smell death and danger and like dark energy sort of thing. So he's like, assholes went that way, bro. So let's fucking go. Gets to the point where Ingtar, the guy leading it, he said, once we got to this point in the journey, Morian told me to give you this. And it's the Lewis Thurin, the dragon banner that got found at the Eye of the World. So obviously Brand's like, fucking, what the fuck, don't let anyone see this. Like, fuck off. But then Matt and Perrin find him, and they're like, what the fuck is that? Oh, that's the thing from there. And he's like, oh, well, I can channel, and they kind of think I'm the Dragon Reborn and blah, blah, blah. So Matt and Perrin are very like, whoa, bro, get the fuck away from me. You're going to go crazy mad. You're going to kill everyone. There's like, I think he says like, we heard of someone that could channel, and like he went to sleep, and then when he woke up and there was just a crater around him and the whole village was destroyed and dead except for him in his bed. It's like, I am sleeping well away from you. That's Matt, the fucking fairy. That's the only thing about him is that he stole a fucking dagger when he weren't meant to, but it was from Shadar Logoth and it's full of evil power and it's just corrupting him. And it's like, man, you're a dick, just do one. Perrin's a bit more like, oh, I get it, because obviously he's the whole thing of like, I don't want to talk to wolves. And like, I'm not a wolf boy. Like, I'm a human. So he gets it a bit, but he's still kind of like, bro, if I was you, I'd fucking do one. I wouldn't be anywhere around here. But at least then they understand why he was like, see, this is why I spoke to you like a prick, because I didn't want you near me, because I'm dangerous. So that's cool. But then just after that, Rand, the sniffer dude, can't remember his name, and Loyal, the big ogre guy, they sleep by a rock because I swear it's pronounced Ogier, Ogieer. He's a big dude and he's cool. They sleep by this stone. The Ogier, because they can manipulate stone and nature and stuff back in the day. He's looking at the stone, but like, this looks like it was once worked, blah de blah. Anyway, they go to sleep and they wake up and they're in like, turns out to be like a alternate, not an alternate reality, but like of a version of reality that could have been, but very unlikely. so everything's kind of like the sky. Oh, when they're talking about it, when they're viewing it, everything's a bit murky. Like nothing's like as if you got to wear glasses, but you take your glasses off. It's all a bit and there's no people or anything. There's just one animal there that's really dangerous. So when Iran's like, oh fuck, I must have channeled the power and put us here, like with that. Because then in that world, the thing that was like a stump in the real world was like a full-on like column. He tries to use it to get him back, but just makes himself really dizzy and he feels a bit shitty and blah de blah. Along their journey, because they still got the sniffer and he can still smell like the evil sort of thing. They come across this bitch called Selene, Selene, Selene. She's a bitch and I don't trust her. She keeps going on about how beautiful she is. And all the guys are all like, oh, you're really pretty, really pretty. And Rand keeps getting thoughts of like, oh, well, I couldn't marry her. And it's like, this bitch, she's casting some spell shit, man. She ain't right. And she's got like loads of knowledge about shit. Like more than the Ogier does, who's like fucking ancient and reads loads of books. So it's like, don't trust this asshole, not one bit. They end up finding the way to another pillar, which is the one that she said she fell asleep by and ended up in that place. In between this time, there's a thing that Rand learned at the start of the first book where the dad taught him. Oh, I forgot what he called it now. It was a thing to calm himself when shooting his bow for when they were hunting. So it was like a thing where he's got a picture like a flame and all his like negative emotions and worries and everything puts into the flame and like leaves it fucking there so he can be like focused. He called it something else, but anyway, I explained it to this Selene and she's like, that's called the oneness. Like, it's really good. You want to do it loads. So again, it's like, how the fuck do you know that? And why do you know it's called that? And how do you know about it? But he does that more through this journey and it does become easier. So when they eventually get to this other column where they've got these fucking monster things coming at him, he nails 5 of them in a row with his bows without even like barely looking sort of thing. But then, yeah, when they go to the column again, or this other one, he manages to bring them back into the real world. So then it's kind of painted that like it turns out where they were, because it was like a shadow, they reckon the sniffer dude was smelling where the bad guys were going to be, not where they actually are. Anyhow, I probably went through too much detail of the story. I've just been kind of talking it through. I really need to get a fucking... I don't know. I'm happy talking about it. So, nah. But yeah, the man, they were right. Like, so then where he thought he smelled the bad guys in like that parallel state of reality, bad guys do turn up there, but it's nighttime. So they sneak in, get the fucking chest that's got the horn in it, and the fucking dagger's on top. Obviously, I've skipped over a load of shit. They sneak that out, and now they're fucking doing one. Try not to get caught, and they've ended up in this little fucking village. That's where I've got to. That's where I'm at with book 2. So it's like, is Rand gonna meet back up with the dude with the actual soldiers and shit that he was originally with, and Matt and Perry and everything, trying to find the bad guys, because he's already got the shit they wanted from them. So it's kind of like, you don't know I don't know. That's what I'm waiting to find out now. It's like, where's he actually going? The bitch seems to be really interested in the horn. And it's like, why? We're meant to give it to the other good guys. Like, leave it the fuck alone. Keeps asking to like look at it and get out of the chest and stuff. So yeah, that's where I'm at with book 2. And yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm just blasting through it. I might upload these both today. Yeah, maybe. Again, the more of these videos I do, I'd rather do a video every 10 chapters, not every 21. Because obviously that was a lot to kind of condense into a video, and now I've spoken for nearly 20 minutes. So yeah, no, but I'm gonna try my best. Now the kids are back at school, or I'm gonna try and show some self-control and not read as quick. Because I do need to edit more. I've got other videos to edit for the channel. I do need to do that. Again, if you're reading the series, let me know in the comments what are your thoughts and theories about characters and the world up to chapter 21. Yeah, it'd be good to talk to some people. I'm enjoying it at the minute because I've got my friend that's finally reading the Stormlight Archive. So I'm talking to him about that. But I'm like, dude, you could have read this a year ago, man, when I was fucking... You know what I mean? Like, comment, subscribe and all that jazz. And I shall see you in the next episode where hopefully I'll be on chapter 30. I'll do another video at chapter 30. Okay. Like, comment, subscribe and all that jazz. And I shall see you in the next episode.